Adding and subtracting whole numbers, decimals, and negatives. Add with the same sign. When we're adding and subtracting integers, one of the things that you want to keep in mind is to keep the sign with the number that comes after it. Now, in the rules for double signs, we are not going to use it here in your questions for this one and in your examples. We will be using it in the next couple of sections, but we will go over it now. So when we're adding a negative or subtracting a positive, it is the same as simple subtraction. For example, if we had 4 minus or plus a negative 3, this is the same as doing 4 minus 3, which would give us 1. Subtracting a negative is the same as adding a positive. And that would refer to this example right here. Because what happens here is that when we look at this number, we're starting off, if we were looking at a number line, with 3. It says we're going in the negative direction, that would be this negative here. But then we're adding a negative 4, which means we end up going back the other direction from here, and so we actually have 3 plus 4. They kind of cancel each other out, and so on our number line, we would be moving over to the right. Four places, which would give us 7. Just like a regular addition problem. Where on our previous problem, we would be looking at a number line like this. Again, we're starting at 3, and it says to add a negative 4, which means we are going to the left 4 places, 1, 2, 3, 4, and if we looked at our number line, this would be 2, 1, 0, then we have negative 1, negative 2. We would end up at negative 1. Neither one of these are examples of adding or subtracting with the same sign. With this problem here, we have the same sign. This would be, again, if we look at a number line, it's the easiest way to visualize these when we first start, is here's our negative 2. We're going to add a negative 3, which means we're going to be going in the left direction. We're going to be adding 3 places, so 1, 2, 3. So if I put my numbers down there, we're going to end up at negative 5. Adding with the same sign can also mean that we have 3 plus 4, since that seems to be our favorite number today. And we know that 3 plus 4 is 7. Or again, it could be we have a negative 5 plus a negative 6. These both have the same signs because the signs are in front of the numbers. And we're going to get a negative 11. Let's take a look at our 2 example problems. In our first example, we have a negative 4 and a -7. They both have the same sign because that's what we're looking at right here. Tells us that's the same sign. So, since they have the same sign, we're going to add the numbers. 7 plus 4 is going to be 11. And we're going to keep the sign with the number, which would be negative. So our answer then would be a -11. And in example 2, again we have the same sign. So we're going to add our numbers and we're going to keep the sign, which is negative, giving us a -14. We could have also had something similar and said we had 6 plus 8. Again, these two would have the same sign, so we would add them. The sign for both of these numbers would be a positive, and it's understood that if a number is positive, we don't write it in front. It's understood if it doesn't have a sign that it is positive.